Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to IRCTC Q3 FY2024 results conference call hosted by Dolat Capital. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Rahul Jain from Dolat Capital. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Dolat Capital, we welcome you all to the Q3 FY24 conference call of IRCTC Limited. I know there is a delay in the call and we apologize for that. Because of some technical reason, we could not avoid that. But now, without wasting any time, I just take this opportunity to welcome the management of IRCTC, represented by Mr. Sanjay Kumar Jain, who is CMD of the company, Mr. Ajit Kumar Ji, who is Director Finance and CFO of the company, and also we have today with us Dr. Lokiya Ravi Kumar, who is Director of the Catering Services, and Mr. K.M. Mishra Ji, who is Director for Tourism and Marketing segment. Now I would like to hand over the conference over to IRCTC management to take the proceeding forward. Over to you, Mr. S.K. Jain.
Thank you, Rahul. A very good afternoon to everyone and a warm welcome to you all to this conference call of IRCTC quarter ending December 2023. I extend my warmest wishes to you and your family. Just to add that I have joined as a regular CMD of IRCTC. Interact with you all. What an opportune moment today. The company has announced the unaudited financial results for the third quarter of financial year 2023-24, which were disclosed yesterday on both stock exchanges. I shall first give a concise overview of Q3, post which our Director Finance and CFO will provide the details of the performance of our business segment. Thereafter, we shall have the question and answer session as per your convenience. During Q3 this year, the company, I am really happy to announce that the company achieved a remarkable milestone with the operating revenue reaching to 1,118 crores, marking its highest ever quarterly revenue, implying a growth of more than 20% year-on-year basis, 21.8% and 12.4%. Catering and tourism have been the main driver for this revenue growth. The EBITDA for Q3 is 394 crore in absolute terms, growing by 20.9% from 326 crore of Q3 last year. Mainly due to the decent growth in catering and tourism business, the EBITDA margin came to around 35%, more or less similar to the last year, and 36.83 compared to the Q2. Due to the change in the product mix and a lower margin catering and other verticals as compared to the internet ticketing. The company reported a net profit of 300 crores in December quarter of this year, making an increase of 17.4% in Q3 of the last year. The net profit also is the highest profit registered in the history of IRCTC.
Sorry, there is a little bit disturbance from the management side.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. There is an air
Just a moment. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Am I audible?
It's clear.
So as I told that the company reported a net profit of 300 crores as against 255 crore last year. The net profit also is the highest ever profit registered in the history of IRCTC in this quarter. Despite making a provision of 14.5 crores in Q3 on account of differential profit sharing for PPP plants in railway segment with railway. I would like to conclude my opening remarks by conveying warm wishes to all our investors and wishing you all a very profitable venture ahead. Thank you for your continued support and trust in us. I shall now hand over the call to my colleague and our Director, Finance and CFO, Ajit Kumar, to brief you on the financial and segmental performance of the company. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Ajit Kumar, Director Finance and CFO. I hope that you and all... Hello?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Audible. Now I shall first give a brief overview about Q3 FY24 results, post which we shall have the question and answer.
So there is little bit airy sound.
Some little bit.
Yes.
Hello? देखो तो क्या है तो समझे कुछ कर सकते हैं
Hello? Can someone from management line, can someone confirm? Hello? Hello, can someone from management line please confirm? Ladies and gentlemen, the management line has been disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for patiently holding. We have the management line reconnected. Can someone from please confirm? The line is unmuted. Hello, can someone from management please confirm? Hello. Can someone
Hello?
from management please confirm?
Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Sorry, there is a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, the management line has been disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect.
Connected?
Yes. The line is connected.
Yes. So now it's audible, hopefully?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay. So I'm Majid Kumar, Director Finance and CFO. So we start some of the remarks for this result. In Q3 FY24, IRCTC experienced yet another quarter of robust revenue growth, marking another significant milestone in its journey. A revenue of rupees 1,118 crore grew by 21.8% year-over-year and on 12.4% quarter-on-quarter basis. Consolidated EBITDA margin is more or less the same, that is quarter-on-quarter to 35.23% versus 36.83% and 35.49% year-on-year due to change in the revenue mix. Now, net profit after exceptional items for the quarter came at rupees 299.9 crore versus rupees 255.2 crore in Q3 FY23 and rupees 297.67 crore Q2 FY24. Now, let us move to the different business segments of the company. In catering, the catering segment reported a 29.1% year-on-year growth in revenue, reaching rupees 507.76 crore and a 17.6% increase on a quarter-on-quarter basis. Additionally, it may also be noted that the Q3 and 9-month revenue in FY24 is the highest ever recorded in the catering segment. The EBITDA margin continued to show substantial improvement, reaching 15.44% compared to 10.73% year-on-year. However, there was a slight decrease compared to the 17.21% quarter-on-quarter margin, mainly due to changes in the product mix within the catering vertical, as the prepaid trains revenue having low EBITDA has increased Q3 to 59.76 crore from Q2 207 crore. The next vertical, the internet ticketing, This segment continued to demonstrate resilient amid conversion of reserved 2S tickets back to the unreserved tickets during the pre-pandemic period. And revenue for the quarter was rupees 335.31 crore, growing by 11.4% year-on-year and 2.39% quarter-on-quarter. The EBITDA margin for the quarter came at 83.02% versus 83.7% quarter-on-quarter and 84.15% year-on-year. The next segment is tourism and state business. That segment has saw strong growth in revenue for the quarter at rupees 195.47 crore, implying a growth of 32.28% year-on-year and 21.11% quarter-on-quarter. Given the revenue growth, the segment reported positive EBITDA margin of 12.10% versus 3.6% on quarter-on-quarter and 10.79% year-on-year basis. The other segment, Rail Neer, in Q3 FY24, it reported revenue of rupees 83.76 crore, marking a sequential growth quarter-on-quarter of 7.39% and year-on-year increase of 6.05%. The reported EBITDA margin stood at 13.43%, representing an improvement compared to both year-on-year figure of 11.20% and quarter-on-quarter figure of 12.43%. However, the segment's quarterly profit showed a negative return of minus 3.3 crores, contrasting with the previous quarter's profit of 8.8 crores. This decline was primarily attributed to an adjustment of an exceptional item amounting to rupees 14.51 crores in this quarter. This exceptional item involved the sharing of additional 25% revenue from the PPP Rail Neer plant for previous years, which was accounted for in the third quarter. For Q3 FY24, the cash and bank balances and the net worth of the company at the end of the quarter is 2,258 crores and 2,946 crores respectively. That brings to the end of the opening remarks, and we wish you all the best. So now we can straightway move to the question and answer session. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touch-tone phone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. There is a little bit distance from management's line. Ladies and gentlemen, the management line has been disconnected. Please wait while we reconnect. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for patiently holding. We have the management line reconnected.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, it's audible.
So now we can straight move to the question answer session?
Yes, sir. So
okay, please go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Give it to CMD, Mr. Jan.
Okay. The first question is from the line of Jinesh Joshi from Prabhudas Lilladher, the Private Limited. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity. Sir, my question is on the catering business, which reported a very strong growth in this quarter. So was it due to higher coaches booked on FTR basis, or did we get more TSV contracts in this quarter? If if you can highlight on that. And also, a related question is, we had plans to expand into the non-railway catering business. So if you can share some progress on that lines as well.
Sure, Dinesh. First of all, as the catering business has experience, am I audible?
No, sir, you are not audible.
There is little bit distance from management side.
And now I'm audible?
Yes, it's clear.
तो राहुल आप जब भी बात करें प्लीज म्यूट कर दें उसके बाद सो दैट ये साउंड नहीं आएगी प्लीज ट्राई वन जो am I audible now?
Yes, it's audible.
So I'm seeing 2-3 reasons for the increase in such a robust catering revenue enhancement. First is introduction of Vande Bharat trains. As against the announcement of 75 Vande Bharat trains, this year already 41 trains has been announced and running. The old contract which expired, this year around 1200, has now increased to 1518 contracts, to be precise. And FTR has also increased. And FTR is also giving us revenue because of that policy that now all the catering in the FTR will be done by IRCTC. Yes, you are right that because of that also it is adding to our revenue and it will further add to our revenue. Then you talked about NRC. NRC also we have like this year only. We have already started 8 NRC projects, 7 are in pipeline, and these are mostly government offices, High Court, etc. In addition, we have tied up with Zomato also as an aggregator, food aggregator. You know that we are on to more than around 400 stations. We are providing e-catering services. Whereas we have direct contact with around 480-90 vendors. Aggregators also, we are eyeing aggregators like Zomato, and recently they have onboarded onto our system. Till now we have 17 such aggregators are with us. So all these reasons led to the growth in catering. One more thing which I want to add, that recently Ministry of Service has announced a new catering policy. Basically, it is an correspondent to the old one, wherein a new concept of this cluster-based catering being announced. We have already floated some of the tenders, and we are going very aggressively towards that. This will be the main highlight of the tender is this is a long-term tender. It will be given for 5 + 2 years. That's all.
Sure, sir. A related follow-up is that you mentioned that the current contracts are roughly at about 1,500 odd. So if my memory serves me right, I mean, in the last quarter, I think we were at about 1,300 odd contracts and the opportunity size was 1,500. And given we have already reached that number, do you foresee a catering revenue plateau out a bit from here on?
No. It's a very good question. And I can understand your worry. But it's a matter of joy. You know that we are in the sector, largely our catering is, all our business rather, is in railway. And you know that railway is growing. With DFC coming, the line capacity of Indian Railways will further get released. And there is a huge demand from passenger side. So once the passengers are there, they need mainly to drink. They need food to eat that IRCTC provides, and they need tickets which we issue. So we should try to have as much as we can.
Okay, sir. And my second question pertains to the additional provisioning that we have taken with respect to share in profits in our Rail Neer business. So our press release states that the incremental provision is taken until FY23. So do we expect some additional provisioning crop up in future from here on due to higher share which we need to give to Indian Railways?
I'm not able to hear to you. Kindly repeat the question. There was a disturbance.
Sir, the provisioning in this quarter that we have took approximately 14 odd crores with respect to share in Rail Neer profits. Our press release states that we have taken provision till FY23. And for FY24, do we expect incremental provision come through from here on?
No. It's already provided. You see, there are two things in this which I would like to explain it to you. You see, the departmental Rail Neer plant, we had to share revenue with railway at the rate of 15%. But all the plants which are on PPP model, the revenue sharing is 40% of our profit. So earlier what happened, we calculated 15% and 14.5 crore is the grand total of the difference of 40% of our profit. Is basically net of the profit of 40% and 15%.
Sir, I understood that. Actually, the worry was that this difference in profit which you have provided for, you have stated in your press release that this has been provided for up till FY23, which is 31st of March 2023. For the incremental 9 months, will we have to provide more? That was my question.
That's what I'm there. Up to December 2023, PPP sharing has already been made at the rate of 40% in this quarter.
Okay. So one last question from my side. If
Apart
you can,
from the provision of 14.5 crore for up to March 2023.
Okay, maybe sir, I'll take this offline. I just have one last question. If you can share what is the convenience fee and number of tickets booked for the quarter?
Number of tickets. Just a moment. Convenience fees, number of tickets. Do you have numbers? This financial year?
No, sir. Only this quarter. The convenience fee and number of tickets booked.
Quarter is 140. Number of AC people is 500. 140 crore in second AC. Lakhs. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
This AC class is 550 lakhs, non-AC class 456 lakhs, and second sitting is 140 lakhs for this quarter.
And convenience revenue.
And 219 crore is the convenience. You got the Mr.
219 crores, right? Convenience revenue.
19 crore is the Q3 convenience fee.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Rohan Nagpal from Helios Capital. Please go ahead.
Hey, thank you. I have one question on your catering revenue expenses. There is one line item in the income statement.
Rohan, can you please louder?
Yeah, just one second. Am I audible?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I was saying, on your income statement, there's a line item that says expenses of catering services. Now that expenses of catering services, if I look at it, it's 348 crores, or 349 crores. But that is not the same as the difference between your catering segment revenue and your catering segment result. The catering segment result is about 78 crores. The catering segment revenue is 508 crores. So what all is covered in that line item, the expenses of catering services, and what are the other expenses within catering services that you are incurring?
No, this is operating profit. This is absolutely directly linked to the catering, whatever we earn the revenue from the catering, and it's a net of the direct cost which is there.
Okay. So what all is rolled up in that 350 odd crores in your expenses of catering services?
That is the reimbursement of catering charges in Rajdhani Shatabdi to railways. And railway share on that. And the railway share on the licensing.
Got it. Okay. All right. And I think this was a question that was asked earlier as well in terms of what
again there, not able to say properly.
Am I audible?
From on his management line.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So I was just wondering, on catering revenue in terms of the trains, how many more trains are there that are still under the old catering policy, and how much runway for catering revenue increase is there on the train side?
Do you mean to ask that old catering policy, how many mobile units are there, and as per the new policy?
Yes, exactly. So how many trains are yet to move to the new catering policy or yet to be transitioned?
Yeah, 100% has to be moved to the new policy because the policy has recently come. We have already started floating the tender. So at the moment, all are on earlier tender or short-term tender.
I understand that, but there are certain trains that...
That's why I put that for 7 years. 6 months to 7 years. As of now, most of the tenders are up to 6 months.
Okay. So are all trains that are currently operational under the new catering policy, or there are still trains that are yet to sort of move on to the new catering policy?
Actually, this new catering policy has recently come. As I told you, this is, again I'm repeating, that we have just started tendering process. We have floated a few tenders, not yet finalized.
Okay. So then how long will it take for the tenders under the new catering policy to be applicable across the trains? Is there some sort of penetration number that you have in terms of there are X number of trains, and of these Y are currently on the new catering policy or under tenders that have under the new catering policy?
All the tenders, all the trains which we are running at present, and all the trains which will be coming. We are having around 1,200 trains at the moment, putting all together. So all these will be put on the tender, and this will be on long-term tender because the size is quite large. We are aggressively following to finalize as quick as possible. In fact, we have already decided the phases about this.
Okay.
Anything else, Rohan?
No, that would be it. That would be it. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Ashish Srikumar. Please go ahead.
Ashish.
Yeah. Hi, sir. I just wanted to ask a question about the Zomato eatery, the digital eatery that you were talking about. Could you specify that how much has it grown? Because the catering service you said grew because of the number of trains, Vande Bharat inclusion. So what forecast are you thinking in the forward? In the coming days, how much is it going to grow?
Ashish, let me tell you how I see. Number doesn't matter.
Hello?
Yeah, so I think there was some disturbance at the end, right?
Hello? Can someone from management please confirm?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Now you are audible, sir. Yes.
Ashish, if you want, I can give you the number of. We are already there on POC concept, and we are at 18 stations now, and we are coming up on 22 another additional station. But number doesn't matter. Ashish, what I see is to make a framework, to create a framework, to create a network, so that first you put the system in place, and then you, with your strength of the network, you create stability in the market and confidence in the customer. That's what we are presently looking for.
Okay. So I believe that first we are plumbing the entire structure first, and then basis that we'll increase the numbers. I got your point. Yeah. And one final question, sir. You might have seen that ONDC's inclusion has been included a lot, and ONDC has also gotten into the eatery services through different aggregators. So, is ONDC also coming into the ticket booking section for IRCTC? Is IRCTC planning something of that sort? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Can someone from management please confirm? There is little bit disturbance. Can someone from management please confirm? Can someone from management please confirm? Ladies and gentlemen, line for the management have been dropped. Please wait while we reconnect.
Okay.
and gentlemen, thank you for patiently waiting. The line for the management have been reconnected. Yes, sir. You can...
Yeah, Ashish.
Yes, sir.
We were discussing about ONDC. So our discussion is already going with them.
Okay, okay, so any projected timelines by when you are foreseeing there could be an inclusion of ONDC into IRCTC?
It will be too early to say, but we are trying.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's it from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Madhuchandan Dey from MC Pro. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, sir. I have two questions. One is the same question on the catering. I was not very clear. You mentioned about a figure of 1,518 contracts. So that is the potential number of contracts that you have. And how many contracts have you already won or you're already present? If you can clarify that number.
Yeah, this number is already under short-term tenders.
This so 1,518.
Yeah, these are short-term contracts going on. What I was telling that a new catering policy has come for long-term tenders. At present, we are having a contract of maximum 6 months. Okay. The new catering policy prescribes for 5 years plus 2 years contract. And for that, we have decided to go in 5 phases and complete the tenders.
Okay, got it. There's absolute clarity on it. So my question is there, what will be the number of trains where there is a given the existing inventory from railways, where there is a potential for catering where you're not present? Are there any number of trains where there is a potential for catering and you're still not present?
Largely we are present in one or other form. You see, one who is on the train, if he is hungry, he needs to be provided with the meals. That we manage it in 3 ways. One is long-term contract, another is short-term contract where there is a gap which will let us through short-term contracts. Third is TSB, train side vending, we get it done. And there are certain trains which are not having any pantry car. So there you will be interested to know that e-catering is also there. Then we have food plazas all across the country, besides the refreshment room. So there is no place where we are not going. The question is, if we put them for 5 to 7 years in place of 6 months, it is certainly will give us confidence in the market first thing, and there will be stability and revenue growth on our part.
Okay, but if you give it to them on a 5 to 7 year contract, in terms of pricing, will you have to give some concession compared to the short-term contract?
Madhuchandan, this is other way around.
Okay, sorry. Can you come back again?
What I feel, it will be other way around.
Okay, got it.
The pricing is controlled by ministry, but the concessional fees, what they are expected to quote, if they have the surety of a longer term contract, so their fixed cost, I believe, they will be able to manage, and that's how they can share more profit with us.
Okay, got it. And sir, on an organic basis, what kind of growth should we expect in the catering revenue in the next 2 to 3 years?
Should I give the numbers or should I give the general adjective?
I mean, a number would be more than welcome. Whatever.
Number is if I say infinite. You see, we have 2 crores people traveling on our system on Indian Railways every day. What we are providing here is around 18-20 lakhs of meals per day. So the number is huge, as much as I can take it.
Okay. I mean, sir, I have another question. So, which is a little kind of, if you can guide us with some number. So, as of now, you have about, you sell about 46 crore, roughly, ballpark in that range, crore internet tickets in a year. So, given the plan for...
Just a moment. What's your question?
As of now, you sell about 46 crore internet tickets, roughly. May not be the numbers. May not be yeah. So, given the Vande Bharat and other additional plans for introduction of new trains, etc., what kind of organic addition to this number can we expect?
You see, just now I told that India railway infrastructure is growing very fast. DFC has already come. It is creating a capacity enhancement in the railways in a big way for the passenger trains. They are already capex. They are investing a huge amount in the capex in building the infrastructure and bringing the rolling stock and all. So the question is the question is not what is the growth. The question is how much we can capture. Economy is also growing, and what I believe, and we all believe, that the next 25 years is of India. So we are planning according to that.
Yeah, I mean, just asking for my curiosity, one simple number. One additional Vande Bharat train leads to what kind of annual capacity in terms of tickets?
So one Vande Bharat, there are two kinds of Vande Bharat. There are one Vande Bharat which has the capacity of 543 people with 8 coaches, and another one is around 1,000. So 1,100 and 540 depends upon the train is running with how many coaches.
Okay, so this 540
per trip, one side, because Vande Bharat goes in the morning, comes back in the evening. So if you multiply by 2, so in a day, two round trip is taken. One round trip is taken means 1,100 to 2,200 passengers travel every day.
But then all Vande Bharats don't travel every day of the week also. So ballpark...
No. It runs for 6 days, not for 7 days.
Okay. So ballpark, you mentioned, right, that there was 75 Vande Bharat announcements and 45 running. So with this 45 running, what is the additional ticketing capacity that you have seen?
That we can calculate any day. We have like 543 or 1,100 to 2 into 365, 300 days we can say.
Okay, got it.
And what I am trying to say that you not only see on catering parts, you see the ticketing, you see the rail mail, you see even tourism.
Got it, sir. So that's the kind of
any addition of Vande Bharat has a multiplier effect on IRCTC and its services.
Got it. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thanks for answering all my questions.
Thank you, Madhu.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Rahul Jain from Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hope my line is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thanks for the... Yeah, so I just have a couple of questions. Firstly, on the rail mail business, we have saw this exceptional charge. So if it would be great if you could give some feedback that why there is this ambiguity of earlier having this 15% versus 40% now, and it's just a provision when we expect this to be conclusive for the future as well.
So should I start?
Yes, please.
You see, as I explained you earlier, initially Indian Railways and IRCTC both thought to run the railway plant on departmental basis. So there was a decision that in a departmental unit, railway will charge 15%. But as the necessity was there, market was growing, and it was not possible to create the capacity to the expectation, so IRCTC was allowed to go on a PPP model. So that time, they could not visualize that should we take it as per the departmental procedure or through PPP model, which is available in all other like food plaza and all. So now it is a settled issue that any PPP will be treated as per the same norm. Norm was already existing, but it was a matter of interpretation earlier. Now it's very clear, and there is no ambiguity, and it's a conclusive thing now.
Right.
And IRCTC is not losing anything. You see, we are earning, say, 100 rupees, we are giving 40 out of that. So 60 is the net inflow to us. But that way we are able to create capacity, additional capacity in a shorter period.
Right. But essentially this charge never used to exist prior to FY22, but at the time of IPO, we already had this plan. So when this rate effectively got implemented,
you see, it is done at the ministry level, and what I am saying is, if we have to expand, and there is already a norm of 40% on PPP project, so why IRCTC will not pay? I have a different question rather. If we pay say 40% place of 15%, if I am able to grab the market, so at least in absolute term, we will be able to manage getting more revenue than what we are doing now.
No, I can understand your stance, sir. My simple question is, because all of these charges which are levied by Indian Railways at different point of time creates the uncertainty in terms of what kind of revenue, what kind of profit would be retained in this listed entity. So is it safer to assume that all such changes which are relevant because we are significant beneficiary from Indian Railways and at the same time we have a large opportunity to capture, is it safer to assume all such necessary changes?
Can I?
Yes, please.
What I understood from your question, it's an important question, but what I understood that it would have been better for IRCTC to first clarify all this and then do the business. Whereas we thought the management wisdom was there, then let us start aggressively. And all these things, we are not giving anything from pocket. We are just sharing the profit which otherwise the norms is there. And these kind of, when we are a running contract, it's a business entity and assured business also, rather wasting time in fighting with railways first and then decide and then grab the market, it would be always advisable that we should go for the market and side by side we talk to them. And there is absolutely there is no uncertainty. It is a matter of interpretation, and that has been settled now.
Yes, I can understand that aspect. Just one incremental input I was just saying. Since you said that it is in best interest for us to look forward, is it safer to assume for all the businesses that we are doing today, whatever is the sharing arrangement today is something which can be sustainable, or you think at different point of time something may come up which we can't predict at this point?
You see, if I answer your question like this, the life expectancy in India is 80 years, 79 years. It was previously 52 or 59 years. Now it is 79 years. So it doesn't mean that you will not fall sick. So you will take medicine and then move on so that you achieve that life expectancy. That's what I can say.
Sir, just to add to your point, the analogy, whatever business problem you would face from the market is equivalent to falling.
We have to go on, Rahul. We have to go on. We cannot sit on.
We just have to understand is that sickness would be coming from our parent or is it would be an external sickness?
You see, every parent gives his son or his ward or his descendant the certain inherent diseases. But the son or the daughter or the descendants flourish. And if you see, the पहले की जो एज थी 52 से अगर 79 हुआ है तो उस बीमारी के बाद भी वो 79 पे पहुंचा है. We all have reached to that level. So there will be clarity when we are growing together. We can't say in a very inverted comma that there will not be any problem, there will not be any interpretation issues. These all will remain there. But the main thing what I see as a management here is how we grow, and we grow together to the satisfaction of the customer and to the investor that way.
Understood. That's very helpful in terms of getting the interpretation of this thing. Just last one aspect, we've been providing this UPI incentive to the user who do ticketing through the UPI mode, and there's a significant subsidization on that aspect. Is there any timeline that we have decided that how long we would offer this to our customers, or this going to be permanent thing?
See, this is UPI, promotion of UPI is government directive, and as a citizen of India, as a responsible, when we are talking of environment sustainability, we talk of everything. So this is a dream project of India, which is taking India to a different level. We can't be left behind. So we have to promote it, and we can find out many other ways and means to enhance our earning. So what I feel that we should not restrict ourselves in such a conservative side of thinking.
Right. But do we have any other precedents in India who is promoting this UPI incentive in such a big-hearted manner?
You see, somebody has to take the lead. If I am taking the initiative, you should be happy that the management here in IRCTC are live to the occasion.
Sir, my only point is that it was well understood 5 years ago, but since that, the 67% of all volumes in India now happens on UPI. It's fairly acceptable medium of payment. So do we need to promote it beyond this point as well?
What I see, time is a learning process. We cannot, the time cycle may differ for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. You see, 10 years before, we could not have thought that India will become the 5th largest economy. Now we are daring to think to reach the 3rd largest economy in the 10 years itself. So what I feel, that time should not be we should not be bound by the time ki 5 saal ho gaya, 2 saal ho gaya, 3 saal ho gaya. We should progress. We should see how we can progress further. How can we add to our revenue? How we can add to our profit? And there are various means and ways to do so. You see, after giving this concession also, just now we told that we are happy to announce that this was the highest ever revenue in this quarter.
Understood. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. And the next question is from the line of Devang Bhatt from IDBI Capital. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for taking my question. Am I audible?
Yes, thank you.
Sir, just a few bookkeeping questions, like what is the current rail nail plant capacity and what is the utilization and what is the utilization?
Its utilization is 75% and capacity is around 18 lakh. We are adding to its capacity by 72,000 rupees plant. In fact, one of the plants is going to be inaugurated in next few days. Precisely, I think tomorrow. Tomorrow. Another plant by July. So we are enhancing the capacity. Our utilization is 75%. There also we are planning to enhance our capacities, and because you see there are certain plants which are running at more than 100% capacity. We are adding another capacity, add-on capacity, and we are coming with the new plants also. So that's.
So, sir, how much your capacity will increase by FY25 and beyond?
1840 is like 18.4 lakh bottle per day.
So that is the current capacity, right?
No. This we have, current is 16.96. I may be wrong in telling. Current is 16.96. Will enhance to 18.4 as of now. But 25 is a like long period for me. Let us see.
So 18.4 by FY25 by this year or by next?
As on date, there is a plan of by 2025, 18.4 lakhs of bottle per day. But what I feel, we are sitting here in January, February 2024. So we have time to think it again.
Right. And sir, in this quarter, what drove your tourism revenues? I mean, what was the key driver, and how many additions of stages are expected in the coming quarters?
You see, tourism, we have a very good product, Vande Bharat train. So, tourism business, let me explain it to you. We are basically catering to rail-based mass tourism. And Bharat Darshan train, Bharat Gaurav train, 11 such 10 plus 1 Bharat Gaurav trains we are running. And secondly, interesting part is that recently only we have an MOU with Uttarakhand government, I think in the last week itself, where we had a contract with them for 2 years that we will promote their tourist places, and they are investing into the race, Bharat Gaurav race, and we will be booking it, subsidizing it. And we are talking to some other state government also, like Maharashtra also. We are, because it is in a nascent stage, I should not talk about the state, but we can just say that these are the two products. One is the MOU with the state government catering to mass tourism and promoting their state tourism, and Bharat Gaurav train.
So this
these
MOU
are the
with
two futuristic thing here.
Okay, sir. And this MOU with Uttarakhand, what kind of revenues it will generate for you?
Sir, काम तो होने दीजिए. It will generate good revenue.
Okay, sir. And sir, in Tejas, what kind of additions are you seeing? Are there any?
It's not a concept of revenue, my dear. What I feel that if we are opening something, so there are many such states are there which want to promote their tourism. So if I say that, if I take, if you say that in the next 3 years we are having MOU with say 10 or 12 state government, so it will generate huge revenue. So I see the potential. I am not calculating the absolute term.
Right, sir. Right. And thank you, sir. Thank you for taking my question.
Thank you, Devan.
Thank you. That was the last question. I will now like to hand the conference over to management for closing comments.
Thanks to this, after this quarter 3 results, which is one of the highest, for the 9 months and 3 months this quarter, and especially talking to the investors gives us confidence, and whatever your suggestions, we take it forward. It's your company, and we look forward that in the next quarter, we do much better with your best wishes. Thank you very much.
On behalf of Dolat Capital, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.